Welcome, everybody, to the Phoenix Rising. This is season 3, episode 10, and slowly coming back from hermit mode. For those of you that probably have followed me on YouTube and Instagram, you know that I have been a little bit kind of not hiding, but off the grid. Not much on social media. I'm slowly coming back. And the reason for this is because I have been going through a big transition in my life, a big phase that was very marked with the major arcana cards and in astrology as well. So I I've had, let's see, ever since, well, last year, things for a while haven't been going super fantastic for the kids in school in Quebec. Um, and This year I said, you know what, this something has to change, and that change I have to create it because um, I cannot change the circumstances as they were now in that particular moment. I cannot change whatever has to come from other people, but I have the power to make my own decisions and then change my own circumstances myself. So after a lot of thinking about it and a lot of meditation and guidance with my spirit guides and using the tarot and astrology as magnificent tools that really align me to my not only my purpose but my desire of moving. Everything pointed out that it was the right decision to make. I was getting, for example, well, besides the hermit, because obviously, yes, I was in the hermit. Like when I go through phases like that decisions that are really going to impact not only me, but also my family, I go on hermit mode. So if you know in the tarot card, the hermit is, well, you know what a hermit is. It's someone that goes, um, takes, pull, pulls herself or himself aside and takes its own space to really do things with time because the hermit is Kronos. So it's Saturn in astrology and in mythology. So take time to think, takes time to reconnect, find answers within himself, herself, finding its own light within, that light that will guide him, her, in its path. But everything is within, and then the hermit goes in to really connect with that, connect with that wisdom, and do things at its own pace. So the hermit doesn't rush. The hermit knows that everything is going to happen and it's going to happen at its own pace. So that's why kind of I stopped going much on social media. And a part of me was kind of telling me like, oh no, you have to, people need to hear from you. You are, developing your business. It's important. And but within me, I kind of stopped at one time, and I said, I started listening to my words, okay? To the words like, I have to. I was telling myself, I have to do this. And how many times in life we do so many things because we have to, because we feel that if we don't do something, it's going to get ruined. But my my light wasn't there. Like when you force yourself to do something just because you have to, and then you feel that disconnection is not the right moment to do it. So I love what I do, but I was feeling that if I continue doing readings and posting all the time, it was because I needed to do it, and it was based out of fear, not because I I was connected to the. So to bring something that was not connected, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to come back and be able to do everything at 100% from my heart, from my soul, from my intuition, my guidance, and, connected with the universe, and to bring you something because you deserve that. You deserve to be brought something that really comes from the right place, from a place of love and light, not from a place of duty because I have to. and and again, how many times we do that? This time though, I said no. I really need to, even though, yes, many people, maybe some people are just gonna stop listening to me. They're gonna forget about me, but we will reconnect somehow, and whoever needs to listen to me will do so. And it's right time. So I said, you know what? If I need to start all over again, I am already doing it. So let's do so. It's okay. Okay, so that was one reason why I was on hermit mode, not publishing a lot, and I really needed to take my time because, as you know, moving is not an easy decision, and especially what I was thinking, like what I was going to do, what I did actually, it was not only just move from one house to another in the same neighborhood or the same province, it was really out of province. So I was living in Quebec, and I wanted to move to Ontario. It seemed that it was mm, a very aligned decision. I really want the best for my kids and the best for me too. So after a lot of thought, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I went on what it is kind of like a fool's journey, and the fool in the tarot card is the beginning. When you throw yourself into something, and you know that you are supported. So have you seen yourself in a position like that, that, well, you know that you have to do something, you know that you have to do this because it's your call, your soul is guiding you to it, you feel it in your guts, but sometimes we stop ourselves and we don't do it because we fear that it's not going to turn out well. We fear that it's going to be a mess, there's going to be pain. We're leaving everything we know behind. We're leaving maybe what we have built, like I was doing. And, I had my house, I had a good job. So for many people, I was dreaming or living a dream life, right? But then there was this something more in my heart that was telling me this is done. Like this phase here in Quebec, I loved it. It gave me what much more than I was expecting. At that point in my life, I have, developed many amazing friends, but there was something more. There was this push. There was this, um, and actually, it's Pluto asking me for transformation. And then leaving what we know and what we're comfortable with is never an easy thing to do. But again, I always try to connect to, okay, what is my purpose? Why do I want to do this? And my kids are very, very important, but also me. Like, I really felt that taking a decision like this and moving to another province would also help me in my own expansion. And this is always something that I mention in when I make videos, and when if you listen to the trailer in my podcast, this is really what I want to do. I want to support you in your personal and spiritual expansion. And I have to live through that premise also. How can I talk to you about something and then not do it because I let fear stop me? Um, so I moved. Hold on a second. Today is yesterday it was a month, officially a month living in Ontario, living in a city called Grimsby. And so far, so good. Weather is very nice here, and I live close to the lake, which I always wanted to do. And that's kind of like another story that I want to share with you on how you have the power to manifest, and you have to empower yourself and live through um, those empress and emperor archetypes that really gives you the structure and the creativity to move through life, and you can make things real and materialize, and that's another story that I'm going to share in another time. um, but what I wanted to touch on is two different archetypes today, and that really supported me. My hermit, um, like I said, pulling yourself aside to really think about things, take your time, the time you need. Nobody's pressuring you. And then the fool, where you jumping to something and you don't know 100% that everything's going to be fantastic. But you don't know. Like, if you stop yourself from taking an amazing decision and jumping in something that your heart is telling you to do, you feel it because you really feel that motivation, that push that tells you do this, and you just stop yourself from doing it because you fear you are missing from something very amazing. Because our brain wants to keeps us protected and starts telling us, oh, no, 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 what are you doing? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? You have a house, you have a good job, you have great friends. What are you doing? We're good as we are because we know it. That's what we know. And our brain really doesn't like to change. But then you have to push boundaries, because if you stay like that, you will stay like that and it's not that it's bad, but then how can you expand? How can you expand if you don't push yourself to the limit and you go further and you do something different and you break the mold and you say, no, I'm getting out of my comfort zone and I'm going to do something different. I'm going to make this change that I'm being called to do. And that is an amazing act of courage. It's very courageous. But that's the fool. The fool is the start, is the one that jumps in, is the one that doesn't listen to the what other people are saying, because what other people are saying is based out of fear. How many people told me, oh, no, no, no. Many people, I'm going to tell you, many people told me, You're making a big mistake, as if I was asking for suggestions. I was not asking for suggestions. I was just announcing this is what I'm doing. But then people start giving you their own opinion, of course. And it's always based on their own experiences, their own fears, their own vision of life, which is always different than yours. And well, I jumped in. I jumped in like the fool, and I know deep in my heart, in my bones, that I am protected. The universe provides everything that I need, or helps me find what I need. But I trust the universe in everything that I do. So with the full, that trust is the beginning. It starts now. I want to ask you, where are you right now? Do you feel that there's this something that you want to do, and you have stopped yourself from doing it because of fear? I'm going to tell you, jump in, be like the fool, and start your journey. So as I really believe in this fool's journey, this is something that came up as an idea of a course and a class that I want to offer. So I'm still, writing everything down, but the main idea is to take you on a fool's journey, take you on a soul development with the tarot. So the major arcana cards represents very important phases in life, maybe karmic events, represents archetypes, represents stages that are life stages. Okay, important. So the fool's journey is really a hero's journey, where we start by taking that first step and jumping into something, and then going through growth and development and spiritual expansion. So I want to help you understand these archetypes. That is 22. It's the I'm gonna do this in 21 days, and because I wanna give everybody the chance to also know the full. So it would be 21 days of self development with the tarot, and that is the concept. The concept is that we will go through the fool's journey to understand the stages in life, to understand archetypes, and understand the wisdom and the knowledge that comes from developing your soul each day, or developing your soul through different stages in life. So when you understand these archetypes, you understand yourself, and you learn to identify the wisdom every time, the wisdom in life from the tarot. So this is just the main idea right now. I really wanna. I'm gonna come back and talk to you again about this. Um, it's very interesting. I really want you to understand this to help you on your own development, just as I use these archetypes to understand myself, accept also. There's a lot of acceptance of what you are going through at a certain period of life to bring that, again, understanding. And when you accept, then you have that inner peace. So this is a really self-development and growth and self-knowledge course that is going to be 21 days. So each day I will bring you one of the cards. So we're going to go through the journey, of course. So it's going to be in order of what comes after the Fool and what comes after that one. So 21 days for soul development. I'm going to be doing that through videos sent to your email. So, and I want to do also some questions, leave you with some self-inquiry questions that you can ask yourself after listening to the video, after listening to the knowledge of the card. So I am revamping my website right now, lauratia.com. It's changed. It's everything is being changed there. So if you try to find me there, you won't be able. But I'm 100% on Instagram. So if you look for me at I am Lauratia, you will find me, and also on YouTube. You can find me there, Lauratio20, or just find Lauratio and you will find me. I want to leave you with a card for the week to see what is the guidance also that the tarot cards are bringing. So you're really looking for balance. We have the Justice on one side and then the King of Cups. So you're looking for balance in terms of emotion. I think that emotions have been a roller coaster lately for you, and you're looking really to maybe make peace with things that happened in the past, taking responsibility of your actions, taking the responsibility of your past mistakes, but don't torture yourself too much on why did I do that? Why did I make this? Took the decision that wasn't right, or I don't know, it created a conflict with someone else. So we remember there's always a learning in every single experience that we go through. What's the learning from this? How can you find balance? And one of the first things is to recognize what it is that I did. What was my influence on that matter? Accept that as something that has happened that is, I'm sorry, a knowledge. Accept it, find the knowledge, and then make peace with it. Because the King of Cups has emotional intelligence, has a lot of patience, a lot of experience, so takes the time to really take those emotions in, accept them. And it's someone also that has a lot of, is the wise leader, but is very diplomatic as well. So within this justice, followed by the King of Cups, make peace with the things that have happened in the past. It is time for you to take responsibility of your actions. And then go into a state of maybe meditation, again, making peace with those things. Find the learnings and accept those emotions as what they are, emotions, and allow your emotional intelligence to guide you with love and with kindness and compassion. So that's it for this week. I didn't want to leave you without a reading. If you have any comments on, like I said, I really would like to hear from you about if you're going through a same situation as me, that you feel that you wanted to do this, but maybe you stopped yourself, or on the contrary, you said, well, I jump in, let's do this. Or if you have any comments about the cards that I just talked to you about, you are interested in knowing more about the course Soul Evolution with Tarot, contact me. I would love to talk to you a little bit more. Again, uh, remember that you can find me on Instagram at I am Laura Tial. You can also find me on YouTube. So it will be a pleasure for me to talk to you. Thank you for listening to me, and we'll stay in touch. Bye.